pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure?
Amis, c'est le président.
Un pauvre qui vote pour celui qui l'a rendu pauvre.
Si on était deux au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Amis, c'est le président. Vraiment.
Au Sénat, il y a Dieu.
Wonderful.
À la présidence, il y a Dieu.
Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Hi. Good day to the beautiful people of the Cameroon. This is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of the Cameroons, enemies of the Cameroons, today I've come to talk. I don't can talk. I want to ask some simple question. Why is it that the government of La République du Cameroon is not following their laws and everybody is silent? Why? I'm not here, to be honest. Let's keep that thing. I saw something about this Atanganji. I don't know, sometimes I don't respect even people who go to school anymore because you don't need to go to school to be intelligent. By nature, we are all intelligent. We're born with that intelligence. Your great-grandparents, they did not go to school to go and learn that if they withhold maybe the supply of corn, if they want supply corn, they withhold them, they don't send them for country market, price will go up. And if they give plenty corn for market, what will happen? Plenty, price go down. Now demand and supply. You don't need for go school for learn them. Who great grandparents, them great. So one they never go school for no so. But now demand and supply, they be no. So all these things. I have a topic for today, which is I want to talk about how the government of the Cameroons, they don't follow their laws. And I saw this video which Minister Tanganji is talking about Anise Kane. Mr. Tanganji, this person happened to have passed away in military custody. It doesn't matter. What I mean, it no matter whether we give him medical treatment, that is not the point. Mr. Tanganji, I want to tell you something, make the video reach you. And it's on a law, even for Cameroon. If under 1 minute time, 1 minute, some person may get to die. You can't do something where make it die under that 1 minute. Now you kill it. What are they calling now? Manslaughter. That's what they call them. So, in a Constitution Article 65 say you're innocent until proven guilty. I see you go to talk about Mr. Anise Ekane, say incite people, insurrection, hostility against the state. Now court begin to prove whether he caused those things. As things stand, he die where he not commit any crime. You, Mr. Atanganji, not be my topic there, but I want to address this Atanganji video. You, Mr. Atanganji, you say you go advise, you go for hospital, where and he say Kennedy is sick 1 year ago. You tell this man stop the thing for your age. How old was Ekane? 74 years old. You don't tell Paul Biya say for your age may not be president, may stop. You don't tell it. You don't tell, is it Nyat for your age may go old. All they are old people there for government. Baragangele, all them, you know them. Young Philomo, all the old people there. You don't tell them. You go tell us 74-year-old and you say, can I say me stop dieting? Atanganji, look, read your law file. No say they put una for position or una be incompetent. Huh? If you be opposition, the job of an opposition is to scrutinize and hold the government to account. Like what I'm doing. I am holding you guys into account. You don't respect the law. You don't even know what's called confidentiality. You can't talk to you and you say a kind of money for pay hospital bill. Atanganji, who say you get that money? You na the thief taxpayer their money, so you give money. Atanganji. How much they pay minister for Cameroon? Who say you get money for pay and he say you can't bill? You take taxpayer their money, oh na don't thief am. You help it, na taxpayer their money, not be your money. And must you come? You talk am for public. You don't have any respect. Atanganji. Now who born you? I say I know una house or stone house there for commission avenue, they fine. I say you know if you remember me. But I did tell you Atanganji. When Gongo them, they can't push you for front. You go pay the high price. All the things you did do am because they put you for front. One, I don't get any dispute for you. Cameroon law be clear, Atanganji, una need to operate according to the law. Mr. Biya, if you ever study constitutional law, now 2 persons in 1 person. Why? Mr. Biya, a family man, a private and a family life. I'm not talking about that, Mr. Biya. I respect him as a papa where he gave family life with picking them. But when I come on my program, I'm talking at the president of the republic. The president of a republic is not, the name is not Mr. Biya, it's the president. Mr. Biya happened to be that person now. So when I'm addressing, when I'm holding him into account, I'm looking at your constitution and your law. I'm not looking at Mr. Biya's private life. That's none of my business. So the president of a republic is an office. And it tells you have to do A, B, C, D. And the government, even Mr. Biya, should not be above the law. So when you come to stupefy yourself in public, talking about a man who has passed away, when he was alive, you would have sat on the same program on TV and have a debate with him. He has passed away, he cannot defend himself. And you're concerned that people call this person hero or what? If I tell you that my mom was my hero, you go kind of dispute with me, say my mom na hero. If people they say, and he say, can they na their hero? Now their hero. You don't even know Jesus Christ. You talk about Jesus Christ. For you. And that's one you know will be hero. Your bende, Tumasa, Fon Godi Tinka, then for you, they not be hero. Even me, myself, I be some people, they are hero. Because now we fight, me, they give multipartism, Boya University, other things, and we fight. So any man feel like, he say, oh, now my hero, that role model, that's it. So why you the worry? Say people, they talk, say, and he say, na mataya or na waiting. One man's meat is another man's poison. Ladies and gentlemen, let me dive in the topic today. I want to see this thing that they don't respect laws in the Cameroon. And again, there is something they call action against police. In the Cameroons, I see lawyers. There are lawyers there. I hardly hear that a lawyer have assisted somebody for cases like unlawful arrest, unlawful stop and search, unlawful enter or search of property, injury or excess force, breach of data, injury from negligence in prison. These are things that happen every day in the Cameroon. I don't see a single lawyer, whether it's pro bono or what, to assist people. The Cameroons can only change if you challenge government when they are breaching their own laws. You will say, oh, you go, they will do something. The problem is that there is no money there. Most of you go and negotiate with your governors and this, the case ends there. But these are the things that you can bring a difference in the Cameroons. In the Cameroons, when somebody dies in military or police custody, the law makes it clear. It requires the authority to conduct a thorough and independent investigation into the death. The reason I'm saying this is very important. Where is the body of Wazizi? Where is the body of Samuel Wazizi until today? The law says Wazizi passed away in military custody. The law, I'm not saying Mr. Biya, you don't need to pass a presidential degree. The laws of the country, which are fundamental laws, says Wazizi is dead. What happened? La Republic government, you have to conduct a thorough and independent investigation about her death. His death, rather. Have you done that? No. Have you? And after that, what happens? The law of La République du Cameroon says, with Wazizi's body, The body should be released to the next of kin, the family. Have you done so? No. It has to be released through the morgue of the mortuary. You have to give it to the family, next of kin, after the necessary legal and medical procedure has been completed. Wazizi passed away on August 2019. Today we are in 2025. La Republic, the government lied that they informed their family. When they are lying, they only inform Wazizi's family that he passed away in June 2020. Liars! And the law required them to notify the family and to hand the body. Where is Wazizi's body? The law says you should give it to them. You people are hiding it because you have tortured Wazizi, torture him because he's an Anglophone, torture him because he's from British Cameroon, torture him because he's a second-class citizen, torture him because he's a nothing, and you don't want to give the body. We want Wazizi's body back. What do the law say? It doesn't matter. If you have buried Wazizi somewhere, go and exhume it and give it to the family. You must follow the law. Ladies and gentlemen, these are things. We just brush things all over the carpet. Wazizi is over. Now it was Martinez Zogo. Another one, now it's Anise Kane. This is the problem we have in the Cameroons. When we start something, we don't fight. We forget now about Wazizi. It's not important. Martinez Zogo, presidential degree to investigate. Do you need a presidential degree to investigate something? In an Anglo-Saxon system, in England and where I practice law, if something you kill somebody, it doesn't concern the prime minister. It's the local police. The local police will come and talk, give speech, interview on the TV. We have informed the family. This procedure is going. It is the police automatically. That's their job. They don't need to take instruction from A to D. They don't need to take instruction of Ministry of Defense. What has Ministry of Defense got to do with the investigation of a civilian, a political leader, and he say a candidate? What have you got to do with it? It is none of your business. The local police automatically, it's a crime. Or if it's a crime scene, or if the person passed away in custody, automatically your laws are there. But police, they will wait until they give presidential degree to investigate this. What's the essence of police? We need to abolish all these police bees, gendarmerie. They are useless. Useless MP, useless senator, useless minister, useless everybody. They will sit quiet. We want change. You are the one who is going to bring that change. I'm not saying go and fight war. That's not what I'm saying. I say tell the government, especially the lawyers, they should be spearheading this in the Cameroons. Tell the government to stop killing people. Tell the government not to be above the law. Even the government must respect laws. Government ministers, DOs, unelected DOs, unelected governors, they have to respect the law. Generally today, I come to call that they should give the body of Wazizi to the family. It is the law. And you, Atanganji, guys like to run your mouth. Give Wazizi's body back to the family. If he has been buried somewhere, you have to show the place. They will exhume it. The family will go and bury, give him a decent burial. International community, international human rights body, they have asked you people to give the body, do an internal investigation. You are refused because if they even ask for independent autopsy, that is your right. It's not up to the government to decide. Government, you can go and do your autopsy. After that, it comes back. The family might want to do something different. They don't need your permission. It is their body, their family body. You give it back to them. So I don't see this thing that people always argue whether they should do this medical independence. It is none of the government's right. Once as they hand the body back to you, you can do what you want to do there. So let's know this. I want to see the lawyers, 10 lawyers, just 10, to be active. It will bring change. Britain used to be a dictatorship. It's one people like myself. Belgium used to be a dictatorship. France used to be a dictatorship. But in the Cameroons, we are so dormant. I'm not asking you to do anything. You're a lawyer. Why are you practicing law in the Cameroons? Tell the government that you're not following the law. That's what I'm asking. Tell the government that they need Wazizi's body. All those lawyers in the Cameroons, so no one is there that can fight that they should release Wazizi's body for free. No lawyer in the Cameroons. in the entire Cameroon. No one lawyer. I want to see the body of Wazizi to be released. The law states that it should be released to the family after all the investigation. So ladies and gentlemen, let's forget about all these things that we go about in the Cameroons, we do whatsoever. It is very, very important that we follow the law. If we don't follow the law, then what is happening in the Cameroon is just waste of time, because it's very important. So once more, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive, the singer. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Paul Biya Co. À la présidence, il y a un vieillard. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux, des vieux, des vieux.